Hello guys, welcome to my comic haul video number 4, early October. And I got some hot issues off the presses, new releases this week that I bought. The stack isn't as big as normal, but I already said that the stack was going to start to decrease because I got to start weeding out things and figuring out what I'm going to be buying and what's going to be on my permanent pull list. So first, and I think this is the comic that everybody's talking about so far right now, Thor, #1, and it's now a female Thor, so to speak, because the male Thor, I don't remember his name, whatever, I don't read it, but I'm peeking in for this. He's been determined to be unworthy to carry the hammer, man. He can no longer carry the hammer. And it's been determined that it shall be taken up by a female. Now, how are you feeling about this? Because, to tell you the truth, I wasn't even going to buy this. Because I'm not a fan of Thor. Never have been, and I probably won't be. But I was in my local comic book store, Earthworld, in Albany, New York. And this guy was just, like, going off about this with the comic book owner about how this is like, you know, travesty, that Thor has always epitomized the pinnacle of masculinity, that this is all just, you know, being forced upon us as readers. Why are they forcing these female characters on us now? And I was just like, dude, you know, relax, man. Relax. And then, you know, in an act of passive aggressiveness, I just picked this up and bought it, checked out in front of the guy, and left. He was kind of giving me, like, a weird look, you know, because he just went on this whole, like, pontification about how he's going to keep his money in his wallet and not buy it at a protest. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's okay, dude. You know, that's your choice. But I chose to get it. And, you know, if you've watched my other comic haul videos, you know, I'm in search of buying a couple titles that are starring female characters. And I know for sure now I'm going to go with Boomed Comics, Hexed. And then I'm also taking a look right now at Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and hey, what the hell, I take it back. Maybe I will start buying this. I don't know. It all depends on how it goes. And lots of people think that this is just going to be a short-lived story, a short-lived gimmick until the new Thor movie comes out, I think in 2015 sometime, in the summer maybe. And that it's just going to be, you know, like a 6-7 issue thing. But the writer of this comic is saying, no, this is going to be for the long haul. I think it's up in the air. It depends on how much they sell. And, you know, they're definitely trying to cash in. Let's, you know, call a spade a spade. There was something like 6 or 7 different variant covers to this. And, yeah, pretty amazing. You know, and they had other variant covers in the special variant rack that were going for like $10, $12 a piece. I just decided to go with this standard one. I don't even know if it's a variant. I don't think it is. This says it's the direct edition. And hey, what the hell? There's an offer for a bonus digital edition inside. So, you know, even if I don't like this comic, I'm still going to get another digital issue of something. Actually, it looks like a free Captain America and the Mighty Avengers. So, what the hell, man, right? All right. Speaking of more Marvel gimmicks, Death of Wolverine 3. It was on delay. It was supposed to be out last week, and it got delayed. So I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully that the next issue is going to be on sale next week, but it doesn't say. I'm going to cover this up. It says on sale soon. So what is up with that? I thought that these were supposed to come out each week, and that this was supposed to be over by now. This thing should be over. And, you know, I'm kind of enjoying the issue 1 and 2. Basically, first issue, he has Nuke. He's battling Nuke. You know, people get word that Wolverine is no longer, you know, Captain Invincible. So there's, you know, contracts out on his head. Fights like Nuke in the first issue. And then the second issue, he Tingo entangles with his old buddy Sabretooth, and, you know, so far it's good. It's good. I mean, I don't think it's, like, blow away good, but it's definitely worth reading, and I think that each issue comes with, like, bonus material, which is pretty cool, where they talk about, like, storyboard stuff, give all kinds of information like that, and really shows you how a comic book develops, which is pretty cool. There he is, with a screwed up eye. It's a little spoiler alert. But he takes it like Jesus Christ, people. He gets resurrected. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to tell anybody what happens. You got to go get it. Maybe just wait for the trade. And, oh my lord, if you watch this, I found it. They had it at Earthworld. I don't know what happened. They got a delayed shipment. I didn't talk to the guy, but they got Hellraiser Bestiary number 2, and now I'm going to be able to find out who contracted to get Pinhead's pins. Who decided to contract out and hire drug lord warlords or mercenaries, whatever the hell you want to call them, to take his pins. And then there's a couple other stories. There's another story in here about a guy that gets a guitar, a blues singer that gets a guitar. And look at that, dude. The guitar is like a lament configuration guitar, if you know anything about the Hellraiser in the box. How cool is that? And he sparks up a deal with Pinhead to be reunited with a long-lost love. You don't want to make a deal like that with Pinhead, you know. That's just not going to go well. And then there's another story about webcam girls or something, right? Webcam girls that unknowingly start these webcam shows, but they end up, you know, they end up getting fucked up. Not fucked, if you know what I mean. For your viewing pleasure. Alright, Detective Comics, number 35. I got the variant cover. As you can see here, let me get it in there. Monsters of the Month variant cover, and look at that, dude. He looks like Dracula or something. I just thought that this was an awesome, awesome looking cover, and I am going to be buying Detective Comics on the regular. That's going to be on my permanent pull list, along with the regular Batman. I don't know if I'm going to get in any of the other Batmans, you know. I'm a pretty traditional kind of guy. I'm going to be sticking to the Batman Detective Comics. But this has, like, such awesome coloring. And I know that this guy won an award this year. I can't remember the name of the award, but it's all the people in the industry vote them. I think it's the Eisner Awards or something. Something like that. I can't remember. But it's an industry award, you know. They vote for themselves, you know. Like a mutual affirmation award. It's not like a out for public vote, but it's for people that are in the industry. And it's Dave Stewart. And he's done some work for Hellboy. And, I mean, you could just definitely tell. I mean, look at this. Look at that. That is, you know, Hellraiser, Hellboy-esque. Mike Mignola-esque. And that's what I really like about it. This is the beginning of a 2-part story arc. Batman gets called up to Gotham Airport. I think it's international. And a plane full of dead bodies arrives. And how spooky is that for Halloween time? And hopefully the conclusion of this story will be out on Halloween or, you know, pretty close thereof. But I'm loving the color action in this. I mean, this is just... Isn't that amazing? The plane? Look at that. It's Mike Mignola, dude. Oh, yeah. Okay, Edge of Spider-Verse I picked up because this is a one-shot story. It's a mini-series of a series of one-shot stories. And in this version, or verse. What if Spider-Man, his origin, he was kind of a loner, budding, antisocial type with an abusive uncle? What would the result be if he was bit by that radioactive spider? And the answer is, he becomes like a serial killer, dude. That's it. That's the answer. And I thought, like, how cool is that? How cool is that? And this is, I haven't read it yet, but it is kind of like written in kind of old school horror way. But look at that picture, man. Oh, Uncle Ben. I don't know if that's his name in this one, but Uncle Ben, what's gonna happen to you, Uncle Ben? Yeah. So you tell me, who would you want Spider-Man to be originally? You know, what type of person do you wish that spider bit? And what do you think it would have become? It's an interesting game to play. Maybe if someone finally leaves a comment in the comment section below in one of these, maybe that's something you could tell me we could talk about. And I promise I'll answer you. I'll give you my answer if you give me yours first. All right. I got the nail biter trade. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to buy trades or graphic novels anymore at my comic book store, but this is only for $10. It's because it's the first trade, and, you know, they always try to reel you in sometimes. They do that with the Hellraiser trades, I've noticed. And basically, I'm going to read right off the back cover, but it's an interesting story, okay? Joshua Williamson of Ghosted fame and Mike Henderson, Venom, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, deliver a mystery that mixes Twin Peaks with the horror of Seven. Now, with that right there, I love Twin Peaks, one of my favorite all-time television series, David Lynch. And, of course, I love Seven. That movie was great. Great. Still think it was probably Kevin Spacey's best performance. Really loved him in that. Buckaroo, Oregon has given birth to 16 of the vilest serial killers in the world. An obsessed FBI profiler investigating the town has suddenly gone missing, and now an NSA agent, must work with the notorious serial killer Edward Nailbiter. I bite my nails, people. Could it be me? No, it's not me. Edward Nailbiter Warren to find his friend and solve the mystery of where do serial killers come from and why do they happen? And I just thought, cool concept. This was $10. I mean, $10 for a nice thick book. It's issues 1 through 5 of the Nailbiter series. They've actually just released issue 6, which is awesome. I really like how they're doing it that way. Because with so many of these trades, you have to wait like months and months and months after, you know, those issues have been released, you know? Like I'm waiting for Hellraiser, the Dark Watch 3 trade to come out. I think it's actually coming out next week. But you had to wait like months and months for it to come out. I think that this is a much better system. And it definitely got me to buy. I'm going to hold off on issue 6. I might actually just, you know, keep buying the trades for it, you know. Or if I really, really love it, I don't know, maybe it'll be something else to add to the pull list. But I really like the artwork by Mike Henderson. Looks pretty cool. It's got a nice look. I like that cool, muted kind of color palette as well. Who does the coloring in here? Adam Guzalski. A lot of skis in the coloring business, aren't there? And there's issue 3. So pretty cool, man. I've always loved serial killer movies and mystery movies like that, so I figured, why the hell not? Why not? So we'll check that out. I'll let you guys know how that goes. And also, I ordered this off of Amazon for $10 out of Checker Publications. It's Clive Barker's Tapping the Vein. And this was a mini-series where I do have some of the books. This was out in the late 80s, early 90s. 5 series of books. I don't know. This may be like the complete anthology in here. I'm not sure. because the books of blood were pretty thin. And I'm looking through, and I do have book 1. And book 1 of the Book of Blood was 2 stories, and this starts out with exactly the same 2 stories. So I'm thinking, man, I might have the whole freaking anthology in here in one shot. I was looking to buy Books of Blood 3 and 4 because I have 1, 2, right? I think that's the ones I have. No, I was looking to buy 2 and 3. And I have Books of Blood 1, 4, and 5. Like, you guys care. Anyway, that's, like, my quest, is to try to get all the Clive Barker material and stuff based off Clive Barker stories in my collection. The only thing I'm pissed off is, well, I did save a ton of money, because this is actually $25 cover price. I got it for $10. They put this big damn USB freaking, everyth's backwards in the camera, sticker on it, man. So I got to figure out how to get that off of there without it getting all, you know, schmegness. And, you know, I'll figure something out. I just got to be gentle. Don't pull so hard, Phil. And these are great stories, man. Straight up horror stories based on the Book of Blood, his famous books. So another good week for me in the comic book haul. And I'm sorry, my camera's at that weird angle. It's weird to keep eye contact. I'm offset, but I'm working on it, and I am going to set this up and have better lighting. But other than that, it was a great pull. So I'm a little bit shorter than usual, guys, and I should have another pull next week. So thanks for watching. And enjoy reading. I can't wait to read. I'm going to go with the Bestiary first, and I'm going to be reading that Spider-Verse comic next. I can't wait. Month of October, lots of horror books. That's what I'm going to be focusing on, people. Have a happy Halloween. I'll see you again before then. All right, guys. Peace.